Hey everyone, this is Demari. Welcome to my YouTube channel. And today I'm going to be doing the August 2020 Shadow Work Tarot reading for the sign of Cancer. Now please keep in mind this is a general reading. It's not going to apply to each and every one of you. However, you can take a look at this month's reading in regards to your Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus signs. So do take a look at your natal chart, see the corresponding zodiac signs and see which video's title resonates for you most. Just like to say, you can look at this in regards to other placements if you feel there is a particular sign that is placement heavy and you feel like the corresponding message for that sign would be most fitting to your situation, okay? So use your discernment there. Now, in regards to the layout of this reading, I'll be using a variety of a variety of decks. As you can see here, we'll pull 2 cards from the Dark Mirror Oracle deck. We'll get 1 card from the Moonology, we'll get 5 cards from the Wild Unknown Tarot, and then clarifications with the Intuitive. If you would like to book a personal reading with myself, you can find all the information in the description box below. So, Cancer, let's see what's going on with you guys. I know last month was particularly heavy for you, but now thankfully we are in Leo season, and I feel like August is going to bring about some, much lighter energies for you, Cancer, especially if you haven't seen the August 2020 monthly reading. I highly recommend that you check that out also. You can find that on my channel, and I will also link it at the end of this video. Okay. But yes, I do recommend checking that out. Alright. So, let's see what we can find out for you with regards to these shadow energies. So what is being revealed at this time for the sign of Cancer? What shadow aspects is being surfaced in order to be understood, realized, healed, transformed, or purged? What shadow aspects are being revealed to Cancer at this time? Okay, so this is interesting. There was 2 different signs that had each of these cards. I'm trying to think who that was. I don't think I can really remember, but anyway. So the first card you have is I Won't Cry For You, and the second card you have, Cancer, is Anger and Chains. Okay, so I feel like while you've been making some significant progress with your healing, especially because you guys, who I was picking up on, you were doing a lot of shadow work in July particularly, right? So I feel like, what you're seeing is like possibly a climatic end to some of those energies from last month. But for others of you, I feel like there is still some situation that you're navigating that you are finding it difficult to put to bed for good. There is still a lot of anger there and a lot of pain, right? So this is what needs to be addressed at this time. Why are you still holding on to the pain? What is it about the situation that's not allowing you to put it to bed for good? Because a lot of anger is being resurfaced at this time, right? So I feel like something else is going to take place this month that's going to trigger these feelings again. Feelings that you thought you finally put to bed. So let's have a look at what that could be as we move forward. But let's have a closer look at these energies. So I Won't Cry For You. This is talking about getting to a point where there is no more tears. It's like when you go through the initial pain or shock of a situation, you're done crying, and you get to that point where you're just freaking livid, right? You're either livid or you're just completely done and you're ready to walk away. In this case, I feel like you're somewhere between these 2 energies of being absolutely pissed and getting to the point where there's no emotion left and you're ready to walk away. But there's something that really had I feel like whatever it was, it had a very significant impact on you to the point where it obviously it triggered your shadow like hell, but I feel like it also triggered some kind of awakening, the next level of your transformation, right? Because you guys in particular, Cancer, you've been going through a significant transformation, especially over the past year. So I feel like this has been the next leg of that journey, right? And as you know, the growth process is not easy going. It's painful at times, it's difficult, it's challenging, right? It can even be draining a lot of the time, right? So with this energy, you know, there is catharsis, but there's also, you know, some numbness and just the need to find solace, right? Some solitude as well, while you know, tend to your wounds as they heal. So next, with regards to anger and chains, I feel like, yeah, there's a part of you that's still pissed about this situation, whatever it is, or series of circumstances that you've been navigating, Cancer. And I feel like possibly because there's something about this situation that just will not be left alone, that will not be put to bed. I feel like you're trying to move forward. You're trying to leave this in the past. You're trying to, you know, take your best step forward, right? Put your best foot forward. But something or someone is trying to prevent you from doing that. Something is trying to pull you back into this lower frequency. Maybe because they like the attention, or perhaps they just want the spectacle, right? The drama. Or maybe it's because they are themselves operating in that energy and they don't want to see you rise above it. So it can be that also, but we'll have to look at that as we, you know, continue the reading. But I feel like there is either a situation or a person that's trying to prevent your departure from whatever the circumstance is. There's some kind of block there. But rather than it being a wall, I feel like it's a chain, as you know, as specified in this card, right? Anger and chains. I feel like you are trying to break away from a situation, break away from a person, and they're not letting you. They're trying to block you any way they can from doing that. So we'll see what that's about. Oops, sorry about that. My video's just finished exporting. So that's what that little jingle was there. Ah, awesome. So from the Moonology deck then, you got the end of a tough cycle approaches, full moon in Capricorn, right? So I just want to make sure you can see this clearly. The end of a tough cycle approaches, new moon in Capricorn, right? So that's awesome. So this is already telling me that whatever you're facing, whatever difficulty this is, this situation, it's about to come to a close, right? As I was saying before, I feel like you navigated through the worst of it last month. Yeah, so I feel like whatever this difficult cycle is, it's coming to a close, right? It's coming to an end. It's already been a challenge, okay? You've already had certain difficulties that you've had to face with regards to this, but that is closing out. That's not something that you're going to have to deal with much longer. So I feel like some kind of conclusion is within reach. I'm not sure how it will play out necessarily. Maybe we can get some insight as we go to the tarot, but I feel like whatever you're dealing with when it comes to this situation, this person is coming to an end, right? It's not something you're going to have to deal with for much longer. I just want to make sure you can see these cards. Okay. Oops. There we go. All right. So, hopefully you can see that better. Of course. Oh my gosh, please, can everything stop falling over? It'd be much appreciated. Awesome. Okay. So now let's go into... Hang on, I just want to make sure you can see it a bit better, because I know this one's a bit hidden. So I want you to be able to see it. Okay. So let's go into the tarot. Of course. Oh gosh, don't you just love it? Okay. So let's see what's coming up for you, Cancer. I've already shuffled the cards, but you know, I always like to go again on camera. Okay. But yeah, whatever you're dealing with, whatever difficult situation you've had to deal with, which has been really emotionally draining for you, the end is near, okay? You won't have to deal with that energy or that situation for much longer. Something will be coming to a close with regards to this. So I'm sure you'll be happy to hear that, Cancer. Okay. So the first card you got, I just want to make sure you can see them. Wait a second, I've pulled too many cards here. Okay, I'm going to take them because it's obviously for a reason. So first card you got here is the Seven of Wands in reverse. So fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Yeah, you're basically at a point where you're done defending yourself. You're like, I know the truth. I see the truth for what it is. And it's a case of, you know, if this is not going to come to a peaceful resolution, then I'm simply going to remove myself from this situation. That's what I feel like. It's a case of, you know, I'm not prepared to just keep defending myself, defending my actions, defending my stance in this, right? Because I think it's pretty clear when something is imbalanced or something is, you know, being perpetrated for some egotistical reason, or something is not coming from a good place, and it's not, you know, the connection is not an aligned one, right? So whatever this is, because I feel like this is in regards to a specific connection, but I feel like you are just removing yourself from the situation simply. Like you're not willing to invest any more time and energy into trying to defend yourself, or, you know, speak your truth on a matter and show that, you know, you're within your rights to feel a certain way or to express yourself in the way you have. You're simply just saying, I'm not doing this anymore. Next card you have is the Ace of Wands, fire energy again. So this is it. It's like, I know the reality of the situation. I know what I need to do to move forward. And that's my focus. My focus is on moving forward. You know, focusing on the positive things I want in life, what I want to create, the things that I'm manifesting into being that is aligned, and the connections that are, you know, that are positive, that don't bring misery and pain into my life, but bring harmony, that allow me to really express myself and allow me to just be in this state of bliss and happiness, and, you know, express pure love rather than feeling like I'm having to defend my worth even, right? So I feel like it's a case of, you know your worth, you know what it is you want in your life and what you don't. You know what kind of connections that you're welcoming into your life at this time. And I feel like you are making some very powerful ones, right? New allies that are allowing you to move forward in a very aligned way. That means you can manifest from a place of, you know, feeling and knowing your abundance, rather than being informed or brought down to a lower frequency where you feel like whatever you accomplish isn't good enough, or what you bring to the table isn't enough, right? So I don't blame you for wanting to leave that behind. So next card you have is the Ten of Wands in reverse, so fire energy again, lots of wands. So this is it. You are feeling very disimpassioned in this situation and within this connection, right? So it may be that you've even already severed this connection, or you're in the midst of trying to do so. But I feel like you are okay. You're feeling like, okay, I'm ready to walk away from this. I really don't want to have to deal with this anymore. But this person keeps triggering me. This person keeps yanking on the chain to try and bring me back, because they know my buttons. They know what buttons to press, what's going to make me, you know, turn around and react, right? So that may be why you're finding it difficult to just, you know, drop it all together and not retaliate, not respond, not interact with this person on any level, because they know which buttons to press to keep you in the loop, right? So perhaps it's a case of, you know, you have to really find the disciplined aspect of yourself, you know, the discipline that you have within, to not allow someone to pull your emotional strings, right? So you can move forward, so you can drop the connection if that's what needs to take place, and move forward. Okay, so the next card you have is the Six of Cups in reverse. Water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, your energy, Cancer. So yeah, I feel like whatever happiness there once was in this connection, whatever made you feel like this was a connection worth having, that's pretty much dissipated at this point, because you're like, there is no basis to continue down this path. There's nothing positive that remains in this anymore, regardless of what I felt in the past and what my hopes were in the past with regards to this connection. That's not reflective of the current reality. Therefore, it doesn't matter how much I want something or how much I would like to mend the connection or, see the positives in it. If it's become toxic, if I've outgrown the connection and it's not of the same frequency that I'm moving towards, I have to sever it or leave it behind, right? And then the last card you have here is the 5. Sorry, why did I say the 5? I don't know where that came from, but maybe the number 5 is an important number for you at this time. But you have the Father of Cups in reverse. So this is the King of Cups in reverse. Your energy, Cancer, as well as Pisces and Scorpio. So you could be dealing with a fellow water sign, but I feel like this is basically you, right? That you are trying to get to this point where you're not emotionally triggered, that you're very much in control of your emotions, that you know how to detach when needed. And not that you don't feel your emotions and that it's not, that it's not something that you feel you're in alignment with. You are very much in alignment with your heart space and what your heart's true desires are. It's just a case of you're not so reactive, right, on an emotional level. But you're not in that space currently, okay? This is the King of Cups in reverse. This is where you want to get to, but right now you're not there yet. I feel like you are taking the steps, you're doing the work to get to that place, but this person still triggers you. So that's the kind of thing that you're trying to, work through, right? Just the fact that this person knows how to press your buttons. This really reminds me of Leo's monthly reading. So you could have Leo strongly in your chart. If so, I recommend checking that out, because there may be some things you're doing that triggers this person as well, right? And that's why you're having this kind of mirroring going on. Or if you're dealing with a Leo, I recommend checking out the monthly reading for Leo. But anyway, I feel like this is a case of, you needing to get to that point where you have, emotional balance, stability, and being able to control your emotions to the point that regardless of what anyone says to you, you're not reactive, right? Because that's what keeps you trapped in this lower frequency, in this loop. That's what brings your energy down. And you don't want to stay in this karmic cycle. I can see clearly from what's being presented that you are trying to break free of that, right? Because I feel like that's possibly the only thing that's holding you back at this time, Cancer, especially because you had such a powerful monthly reading, right? So I feel like once you can break out of this cycle, if this applies to you, that's when you're going to be limitless. That's when you're going to really see doorways open up to you, okay? So now we'll go into the clarifications before I look at the outcome. So let's see what we could find out as we clarify these energies. Yeah, I can see why this last card wanted to come out though, because it's very much reflecting your current energy, right? Where you're currently standing. If this energy, if this reading applies to your circumstances, right? That you're on the cusp of getting to that King of Cups mode, right? But you're not quite there yet because you're still being triggered. Oh my gosh, I can't believe that card came out at the end. Okay, if this reading resonates, do watch the Cancer monthly video as well, because it's all about this energy. We'll get to it in a minute. Okay, so clarifying the 7 of Wands in reverse here, you have the 9 of Pentacles in reverse. Earth energy, right? Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So this is the thing. It's a case of, I think you are aware of your abundance. You're aware of what you bring to the table. That's why you're not prepared to defend yourself any longer. But I think what triggers you is the fact that this person or whoever you're dealing with, maybe more than one person, makes you feel like you are not independent, you're not balanced, you're not stable, you're not capable of fending for yourself, of, they're trying to make you feel like you're not capable and that, you don't have your life put together pretty much, that you're not well put together, you don't have your life in order. And I think that triggers the hell out of you because you've worked hard on your healing, getting yourself to where you want to be. You're taking very positive steps forward. So for someone to undermine all the work that you're doing, of course, that triggers the hell out of you. But you're getting to the point where you're realizing that that's what they want. They want a reaction from you, and you're not prepared to defend yourself anymore. Next card you have, clarifying the Ace of Wands, is the Hierophant, okay? Taurus energy. You could be dealing with a Taurus or have it prominently in your chart. Regardless, I feel like you have a new beginning, a new connection that's forming, okay? Something that is aligned, that's divinely guided, something that's more balanced, something that is, you know, where there's a mutual respect and understanding. There is a mutual appreciation for what each other brings to the table. So especially if this was a relationship that you're leaving behind, there may be someone new that you're now connecting with or have been connecting with, that does see your value, that does see your worth, that see how driven and passionate you are. You know, they're probably very, very drawn to you as well. They see themselves as being able to build a life with you, you know, possibly even get to the point where, you know, you can settle down, get married, have a family, right? Because this is very much that energy, you know, the Hierophant. But I feel like this new beginning, this new chapter that's you're walking towards is being divinely guided, okay? And so is this new connection that may be coming in or has already started coming in for you. So with regards to the Ten of Wands in reverse, you have the High Priestess here, Pisces energy. Could have it in your chart, could be dealing with one. Anyway, with the High Priestess being here, I feel like it's a case of, you know it's in your best interest to not react. When this person starts prodding at you and saying things that they know will get a reaction, will get a rise out of you, use your discernment, use your higher thinking, right? Your intellect, your critical thinking. Allow that to kick in rather than your emotions, and know that, yes, this person is trying to get a rise out of me. I am very much aware, you know, your intuition knows this, right? Intuitively, you know what this person is doing and the games that they're playing, right? So rather than allowing your emotional state to dictate the response and the outcome, you know, be wise to the fact that this person is looking for that response. So the best thing you can do is say nothing. Say absolutely nothing. Don't even respond, right? Just act like, you know, you didn't even see it. Especially if they're sending you emails or messages or trying to call you, don't answer the phone. If you see this person out and about and they try to approach you, you can turn on your heels and walk away. You're within your right to do so. You have no obligation to talk to this person, right? And that's what it's reminding you. Listen, silence is powerful, right? Your silence speaks volumes. When you go silent on this person, that's when they're going to realize, like, oh my gosh, like they don't even care anymore. They're just gone, right? So understand that silence is a response, and it's a very powerful message, right? Okay. So clarifying the Six of Cups in reverse, you have the... Oh, sorry, I got mixed up. Okay, this is the Nine of Pentacles. I don't know why I got this twisted in my head. The first card you had is actually the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, so I'll get to that in a minute. So Nine of Pentacles here, clarifying the Six of Cups. But I feel like everything I said before stands true, especially because the Ten of Cups is in reverse. So we'll get to that in a moment, okay? So it's still valid, okay? What I said was still valid. But anyway, Six of Cups in reverse, clarified by the Nine of Pentacles in the upright. So yeah, you know your worth, right? This is what I'm saying. You know your worth. You know what abundance you bring to the table. You know that, you know, you are highly abundant. Even if you don't feel like you have all the material things that you want, you don't have all the finances, the money that you would like, right? It doesn't matter. You are abundant. The energy you have, what you bring to the table, you know, the kindness, the support, the compassion, the understanding, the want to help, you know, teamwork, you know, being stable, dependable, independent, you know, not reliant on others to make you feel fulfilled or happy, right? being open to that give and take though, right? So you have a lot of abundance, right? You just ooze abundance. And I feel like at this point, you're coming to the realization that, you know, this person, what do they bring to the table other than a headache? Nothing. They do not add, right? They do not add to your life, right? The Nine of Pentacles is you. This is a solitary energy, right? This is all you. And especially because the Ten of Pentacles in the beginning shows in reverse. So this person isn't even your 10th pentacle. They bring nothing to the situation that's of any merit. So why would you even waste your time worrying about how things were in the past? You know, yeah, you might have had some good times. There might have been some good moments. But it mostly is outweighed by all of the nonsense, by all the headaches, by all the toxicity in the connection, right? So you'd be better off actually just severing that. I mean, obviously, if you don't want to, then you're within your right not to. But I'm just saying, if you feel like you want to walk away, then absolutely, that's what you should do, you know. Okay, so clarifying the King of Cups in reverse here. Now, this is the card that, you know, made me laugh when I pulled it. Empress. You have the Empress, right? So not only have you got the Nine of Pentacles here, which is someone who is single, that has all of their, you know, all of their needs taken care of, right? Someone who is, you know, good in themselves. You then have the Empress, which is the full-blown embodiment of that. This is someone who is, you know, ready, not only has everything they need to fulfill themselves, but is able to plant seeds and, you know, spread abundance, right? Spread abundance. So this is like, you know, this is above the Queen of Pentacles. This is above the King of Pentacles. This is someone who is just oozing with abundance, right? Who is very nurturing, that's very grounded. You know, this is like Mother Earth energy right here. So this is it. So the only thing you need to really concern yourself with at this point is mastering your emotions, not allowing your emotions to get the better of you and pull you out of this energy, because you are already the Empress. You always were, but you didn't realize it until now. Now you're slowly coming to the realization that you are the Empress and that things are shifting around you because your energy has shifted, right? So that's the only thing that you need to really work on is self-mastery when it comes to your emotions. Because everything else, you're putting in the work consistently. I can see that. So if you can ground yourself, ground your emotional body, you know, be really focused on your self-love, self-care. Oh my gosh, like the sky's going to be the limit, Cancer. I'm not even joking. Okay. And as I was saying, going back to this Ten of Pentacles in reverse, this proves, right, that you have nothing to defend yourself against because this person does not bring anything to the table. As I was saying, if this was in the upright, then perhaps we'd say, okay, this person does have something significant to bring to the table, something to offer, right? They want this stable future with you, right? Here, you know, that there'd be marriage material possibly, and that they just need to work on some, you know, some of their own issues that need healing, some of their own wounds, right? But this is coming up in reverse. So this tells me that this person doesn't have any desire to do that work at this point. Not in the way in which they need to do it to heal the connection. They don't even want something of, you know, longevity. They just want to drag you down to their vibration. Very toxic, right? So there is nothing this person can offer you at this point, Cancer, that would be worth, you know, entertaining. And then finally, the last card here, your outcome, right? You have the Father of Swords, King of Swords, okay? So you could be dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. As I was saying, we also have Capricorn here, full moon in Capricorn, so you could be dealing with Capricorn. We've got Taurus, Pisces, strong Taurus energy here as well, Virgo, right? And then water, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, as I said, right? But regardless, I feel like this person, I feel like this person is, they're trying to dominate your energy field, right? They're trying to what's the word I'm looking for? Overextend, right? The boundaries, right? They're trying to go beyond the boundaries, and they're trying to overexert their authority, their standing, their position, right? What actual place they have in your life. It's like, wow, like they are taking some liberties, right? When they think that they are in a position where they can dictate what needs to happen in your life and what role they play within that. Like it's like this is egomania at this point, right? That this person has the audacity, after making you feel very unworthy, making you feel like you were in the wrong, that you needed to do all the work, that you were the problem, and then to come back, expect a rise out of you by saying more hurtful things, and then be mad that you're literally trying to close the door on the connection. Like, that's insanity, right? So this person is really, really locked into their ego, and that's why they are just operating in the shadow right now, and they're trying to bring you down to that level. But you have to rise above it. You have to assert your position, Cancer, and be like, no, this is not happening. Like, block them at every turn and just ignore them, right? Let them get on with it, because you don't need this kind of energy in your life, Cancer. You really don't. So I feel like where they've been trying to dominate your energy field, force their way back into it, you are going to be standing very strong, very firm. You're going to define your boundaries, and that's it. You're going to sever all communication, and you're just not going to retaliate anymore. You're just not going to respond, right? It'll be like you just disappeared, pretty much. So yeah, Cancer, I hope this helped anyway. I mean, the main takeaway here is you are absolutely within your right to assert yourself and put whatever boundaries you feel need to be put in place. If you just want to limit the communication, you can do that. If you want to block the communication entirely, you can do that. If you want to ghost this person at this point, you're within your right to do so, because they haven't brought anything positive to this connection at this point. It's just, toxicity, right? So you're within your rights to do that, to protect your energy field, okay, and your peace of mind, because honestly, you're opening a whole new chapter for yourself, Cancer. You are stepping into a vibration you've never experienced before. And it's transformative. It's highly transformative, You are going into full Empress mode. So that's powerful, man. Don't let anyone prevent that from happening, okay? Not that they really can, but they can, slow the process down and cause obstacles. Don't allow this person to do that for you, okay? So if this helps, let me know. Give me your thoughts in the comments. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. And don't forget to hit the notifications bell so you're informed as to when the next set of readings go live on the channel. And yeah, we'll see how things play out over the coming weeks with your next readings and such. But for now, I'm sending you so much love, so much support. Keep going, keep, stand firm in your, in your beliefs, in your principles, in your boundaries, and all will be well. Don't allow this person to trigger you any longer, all right? So all the best, and I will speak to you soon.